All right, guys, you know what time it is. It's time to make the market bounce. But I think we're a bit bearish. So let's see if we can get this market to bounce with the song Market Makers Make It Bounce.
Yeah. We in the charts again. Support line looks like it's holding. Market makers, make it bounce. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Make it bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, bounce. Late night sessions, eyes glued to the screen. Charts looking heavy, but we move like a machine. Candles playing tricks, yeah, they trap the whole crowd. Wick hitting the lows, portfolio getting plowed. Liquidity pockets, that's where they hunt. Fake breakdown stops, getting hit, eating your lunch. Market makers be sneaky, just like a mouse. Traders just looking for that bounce. Bounce, back. Wrist tight, stop loss, snug, protect the bag, don't get rug, greed to get you wrecked, that's facts, no doubt, take them profits, that's what this game's about. Market makers make it bounce, support level, get respect, now we pounce, hold a level, this is where it counts, market makers make it bounce, don't freeze when it drops, just glance, see the zone, that's our chance, take your profit, don't trade with greed, or else your portfolio will surely bleed. Market makers target stops, taking retail's lunch, then pump it high like a savage punch, double bottom looking like a bounce. No disguise, candle close after retesting, the breakout is our prize. Volume spike, that's your cue, ride it clean, take what's due. Smart money flows where the weak get shook. We be reading the charts, they be reading the book. Don't pray for luck, that's a clown's route. Traders joining groups, do the mentors, know what they talking about. If you ain't got a stop loss, you already lost. Risk small, think big, calculate that cost. Support ain't a guess, it's a level of defense. Bounce plays paid when your logic makes sense. Market makers make it bounce. Support level, get respect, now we pound. Squeeze the villain, patience the crown. Market makers play, they run the town. But when you learn their game, announce price finding the support level now, make it bounce. Market makers make it bounce. Price hit load and renounce. Take them profits, no remorse. Move like a shark, stay on course. Market makers make it bounce. Watch that wig, no flounce. Stay disciplined, stay profound. Market makers make it bounce. Charts tell stories, emotions scream loud. But the wise stay patient, the greedy heads in the clouds. Market makers be sneaky like a mouse, while traders looking for that bounce. Market makers make it bounce. Yeah.
That's right, guys. Some market makers make it bounce. Here we go. Let's go and get started in 3, 2, and 1. Bingo bango. Let's go. I said bingo bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time. It's always time. That's right. To make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the complicated terms, pattern memorization. That stuff's boring. You already know it's boring. So thank you guys for being here. You guys are the absolute best. And just know you are my favorite. You are my favorite. Thank you so much. We do this every single day, Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I may be changing up the times. Once again, we do this every so many months. And I'm thinking we might start doing a live stream either very early Eastern Time or kind of late, maybe around 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll see. We shall see. But let's go ahead and get started. Shout out to Mike. Mike is first. I love it. Thank you, Mike, for being here. We got Alexandra G in the house. Thank you very much. The hardest working mod in the business, really. And the most supportive, too. She's constantly supporting the channel, not just this one, but others with memberships and donations, super chats, the whole nine. Just, man, you're the best. You are the absolute best. Thank you very much for that. Of course, we do have Wick's wife, Fine89. Wick's wife in the house. Thank you very much for being here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. And Now this stuff has come up, so let's go ahead and do this as well. Lil Caspa in the house. What's up, my man? What is going on? Very, very happy that you are doing a bunch of stuff. So let's see here. We got a little Caspa in the house. Do clash. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We will get that for you. So let's go ahead and get started. Crypto bubbles on the daily. Not looking so hot. This is the daily. We have COAI, very volatile. It goes up 50%, then it goes down 50%. We have MyX finally on the board, almost 15%, 1.5. Cake is down, Jupiter's up. What's the market doing? I have no idea. And here we go. The hourly time frame. Holy moly. We have this one. This one we actually entered yesterday. We're going to see how it's doing today. In addition to just some of the charts that we've been looking at. So if you have any coins you want me to do, we're going to do Clash. But if you have any coins you want me to do, let me know so we can get those for you. And hopefully we can make some money together. I do like that. Let's go to the altcoin season index, the ASI. Currently 24. OMG. Yesterday was 23. Last week 28. And last month 71. Let's go over here to the liquidation seat map. Let's refresh it one more time just for the good luck. This is the 24-hour time frame. You can see up here, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Price came up here, took this liquidity, 66 million. Then it came up here, took this 27 million. Then it came really close to 65 million, but did not take it. I don't think it did. If it did, well, then it took that. But look at this right here, 72 million. 72 million, but it didn't take it. We mention this quite often on this show for all the liquidity traders out there. This right here would have been a perfect target, but it didn't hit. Instead, it wicked really close to it, started coming down. This is why we trade level by level, and if a level breaks to the upside, does not mean that we're going to get this. The chance is higher, it's greater, simply because, well, we went up closer to it. Same thing down here. Here we have some nice liquidations. We ended up tapping it, a nice block of liquidations. And it came up, came down. It's not looking too strong. I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you the not looking strong and looking strong at the same time in just a few moments. Let us look at Clash. Oh, wait. Let's see here. Liquidations. Let's do the 12-hour just for the giggles. For the giggles. Here we can see, you know, man, look at that. Man, look at this. It came up to it and boom, denied. This is why we teach what we teach. Hey, we got Crypto Billy in the house. Thank you, Crypto Billy. Thanks for everybody smashing the like. You guys are the absolute best. You smashed the like, you're my favorite. So if you did it, you are my favorite. Came up right up here to the liquidations and reversed. This is why I teach what I teach. And let's go now to Clash. Let's go to Clash. OMG. So we've been talking about this for a while now. We explained that I would not enter here because it's right at resistance in this kind of liquidity zone as far as the wick goes. Selling pressure is on. And I said, no, I'm not going to do it. What happens? It goes up 400%. Sometimes being a safer trader, you know, they say scary money don't make no money. And that's exactly what happened here. Then as it's coming down, we said you could enter here. It's a higher risk due to the fact that we have a really high chance of it coming down. Why? Did I know it was going to come down? No. But because it went up so hard, people are going to do exactly what you want to do. They want to buy low, sell high. They want to take profit. And that's exactly what they did. You know, price came down. We're starting looking at it here. Bunch of thought process here. As it's coming here, I'm thinking, you know what? Oh man, it's kind of losing its strength. It's losing its momentum. Maybe it's done. Maybe. And as we're here, I did not think we were going to go up. I'm drawing it here to where we may come down. But once it breaks a pivot, then we can enter. What happens? It comes down right here. Then it starts going down. That's like, oh. Here, We update it again, saying, all right, here I think we may go up. Notice this is really important with my thought process. I show you what I think might happen. Doesn't mean that it will. It just means that this is what my thought process is. I did not think here we're going to go down. Instead, I'm thinking we're going to go up. If we break this level, we enter. If it breaks this level, not good. Not good at all. What happens? Breaks the level. The 4-hour candle must close above this in order to enter. And then here I did a check mark. We saw it here and I did a check mark. I said this right here is a good entry. Now my white circles are safer entries. My yellow circles are more aggressive entries. As for example, right here, yellow, aggressive. What happens? Well, it ended up coming down. Here, safer entry. And I said this, I'm liking it. Oh, I'm liking it. More than likely it may come up to here to come down. Sure enough, it came up here. Perfect to the level. Came down barely. I'm thinking the most I want to see it come down to is this level. I don't want to see it breaking below this. And moon mission. Moon mission. Good Lord. What was this one? Well, let's find out. I should put on my jacket. I'm freezing. 100%. Get out of here. Get out of here. Went up 100%, retraced, and now what do I think might happen? Again, I don't know what's going to happen. There's a lot of traders out there that say, oh, I know, and I'm the best, and look at me, I'm so humble, but I'm the best. Make sure to join my Telegram or Discord or what. I don't know what's going to happen. Here, I'm thinking people may take more profits. And this is what I'm thinking might happen next. Let's use the path tool. I love using the path tool because that shows you what I'm thinking. Here, I do think we may come down a little bit more, somewhere in here. Come down before coming up and then doing this. So let's change this to blue so you know it's update. Could it come down all the way? Sure, but we don't want it breaking below this. We break below this level, sad face. Let's do our sad face. Where is our sad face? Joe, can't you see it? Oh, there it is. Break below this level, sad face. 0.04914 is the level we don't want it to break. If it retraces, great. If it pumps up even more, because it broke this level, you could enter the trade. But I'm looking for possibly a rejection here to come up. And then here, definitely, in my opinion, this is what we could do. Let's come over here. Let's draw this out, circles. So if it breaks this level now, this would be a good entry. And then wherever it creates this pivot, I don't know it's going to create the pivot here, but if it does, we add to the trade. So let's go ahead and just do a plus sign so we can say add. Plus sign from here to here. And that's our little drawing. So we enter here, if it breaks above, and then that looks like an X possibly, but this is a plus sign, we add here. All right, moving on. Man, it is really cold in here. I just took off my jacket. Ooh, it's cold. But I tell you what, I love cold more than hot. Let me know in the chat, guys. Do you love cold more or hot more? I love cold. All right, let's see here. Let us look at karma. This is something that we've been following as well. Same thing here. When the price was here, I'm thinking, well, first price was here. I'm thinking we're going to come down. We create a pivot, then we enter on that pivot. Again, I don't know what's going to happen, but I love it when the path tool or the drawing tools, where I show you what I'm thinking and then it happens to play out. It doesn't do it all the time. So if I'm drawing something to the downside, don't go 100x. Oh, I'm going to go down. No. This is what I'm thinking. Sometimes it works perfectly. Sometimes I'm way off. If I had something to sell you, I'd say, oh yeah, join my group. I'll show you how to do this. No, I look to the left and I show you how I do it too. Here, I did not think we were going to go up or down. I'm thinking down. What happens? We come down. I'm thinking we make a pivot. Again, all this is drawn prior to the price action. Sure enough, we create a pivot right here at this area. OMG. And then we enter the trade. And then when the price was here, did I think it was going to go up? No, I'm thinking we're going to come down. If we come down, because again, I don't know. If we come down and we make a pivot here, are we going to enter? No, we're going to enter once it breaks this pivot because these are really close together. What happens? Pulls back, creates a pivot right where I thought, but now it doesn't go up. It goes down. When we break above this level, happy face. Breaks below this level right here, sad face. When the price was here, I'm thinking we're going to come up to eventually possibly come down. What happens? We don't go up. Perfect example. Just because I draw it doesn't mean it's going to happen. Instead, it goes down and sideways. Creates a pivot right here where one of my areas where I thought was going to do. Now looking really weak, really weak. When would we enter now? Good question. Let's do a magnet tool. Let's come over here to the ray tool so you can show where I can show you where the horizontal ray. Where's the horizontal ray? So I can show you where nope. Here. So what we want to do now is if the price action breaks above this yellow line, 0.003248, then we could enter. But if it doesn't break above that, we don't enter. We don't. Could you enter right now? You could, but this could happen. Again, this kind of looks like it's kind of dying out, but sometimes when this happens, it shoots straight up. So I'm gonna give you two different scenarios. One, we can come up here. I'm always looking to the left. Come up here, maybe come down, and then just shoot straight up to maybe do this number. This is what I'm thinking for the plus. For the minus, maybe this. Boom. Which way do I think it's gonna go? Here, I'm really not too sure. But if it breaks like this level right here, then there's a really high chance that we'll come up for this. Really high chance. And the stuff that I say, it just kind of makes sense. You know, if it breaks this level, well, we're going up. If it breaks this level, we're going down. You know, at that moment, it could always reverse. And that's really important. Let's see here. Hey, Chris is in the house. What's up, Chris? Chris says, I had the hottest room in the summer and the cold. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. No ducts or cold or heat. Oof. Gravity heat. Yeah, so what I would recommend, a fan. A fan. Man, you could be hot as heck. You could be sweating. But if you have a fan, and a good fan too. I recently bought a fan, story time. I recently bought a fan. I think for like, I don't know, $30, something like that. Something very, very inexpensive fan. And that sucker does not blow air at all. You know, if you put your hand in front of it, you can't feel any air. If you push it above it, you can start feeling some air. My neighbor said, what you got to do is you got to heat up the blades because they're plastic. Got to heat up the blades and fold them so that it could push the air forward. I was like, oh man. But I have an older fan, man, that thing, you put that sucker on low and oh man, it's chilly. But yeah, that's a trick though. You know, if it's really hot, you know, even if you're sweaty, put that fan on you. And you have to have a good fan though. One thing I don't like is good fans that are loud. I don't like that. Dry heat, Dave P in the house. Let's see here, Steve in the house. What's up, man? What's going on? We just checked out Clash. We're checking out Karma right now. We're gonna go to Pump B and then Doggo, I guess. And then if you have any coins, let me know. Let me know. Let's see here. Another trick. If you don't have any AC or nothing like that, and it's super hot and you cannot sleep, wet your shirt. You know, just splash water on you, because what you're doing is you're cooling down basically your core, like the center. Splash water on you, put water on your face, then get in front of that air, and boom, you're good. You are so good. I don't know if you can get sick like that. I never did, but that's another way. Now, if you're cold, I'm telling you guys, Amazon, I should put these links in the thing so I get a small commission from it. You don't pay any more. But so if you have, let me just show you. If you go to the more, you can come down here and let's see here. Where's my buddies? Here's some Amazon links. Oh, here, look. Support my crypto buddies children's books. We have two of them. One from the Billy Gold Tales, but I think I need to update this one because they made some new ones. And then here's my other buddy. There's children books on crypto. So definitely check that out. Click on the link, then, check what you want. But anyway, back to my story. As far as Amazon, there's a heated blanket, but buy I think it's like $50. The one that I bought first was like 30. But man, that's I'm 5'10", 5'11", I'd say 5'10". But that blanket, man, it does like maybe up to this much if I cover my feet. But I got another one. It's a much larger one, and I think that was like $50 or $50. And that one, I haven't opened it yet. I bought it last year, but I never used it. But I have it, man. I got it ready, and it's a heated blanket. You plug that sucker in, you turn it on, man. You warm up the bed prior to getting in. Man, oh my gosh, you sleep like a baby. I love it. All right, moving on. Okay, so we went over that. Let's see here. Crypto changed me, my man. Boom. I made this. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. So if you're not following me on X, please do. Please do. This is my X right here. We're gonna go ahead and post that in the chat. That's my X. So definitely follow me on there. Here we did some updates. This was a trade that we took in the VIP group. Now, granted, they were only doing 2x, or rather, I only recommended 2x. I did a 10x, and you can see I made a little bit on that. But this is just saying our first target hit. We're moving up stop losses. So the main thing on this one is look at the stop losses. It was here. I update the group here. I update the group here, and then finally here. And if we get stopped out, 2x on 20%, and we get stopped out, very high chance of us getting stopped out too. Hey, we'll take it. But here was our first target. You can do regular trade or 2x leverage. That's some nice profits. 2x leverage, nice profits. And here you go. And of course, all of these, I'm doing updates for the VIP group. If you want that, join the VIP. If you don't have money, don't worry about it. I'll show you how to do stuff here. But that's more for the updates. That's just same boring stuff. Here's some more stuff. Here's some more stuff. Now this one, we gave it on the live stream. We're going to follow these in a little bit. But I really like this. I don't show you, oh, you could have made money if you did this, or you should have made money if you entered here. I tell you when to enter. We're still going to follow it. We may have been stopped out. I don't know. We'll check it out. But one thing that I do want to show, this right here. Definitely check out this post. Like, share it, leave comments, the whole nine. Crypto Changed Me, he has a YouTube channel, and he's giving away $200. And so make sure, share it out, guys. Share it out. I know you're thinking, oh man, but if I share it out, then I'm losing my chance. No, it's what Billy Goattails calls, or Crypto Billy calls, givers gain. And givers, they gain. Now, granted, I do not give to get. I give because it feels good. And not only that, but you'll be surprised. Like, you won't even ask for it and you'll get it. So just to let you know, guys, right now he's giving away $200. So definitely check that out. All right, so that's what I want to show you. All right, moving on. Let's go to this one. And then we're going to do any coins y'all want to do. Let me know. Let me know. Let's see here. Yeah, he's getting some subscribers, man. He's getting some subscribers. He's doing really well. He's doing really well. Like I say, he's going to be a bigger channel than me. So I'm trying to make friends. I'm trying to make friends. That's all I got to say. He's a straight shooter. He's a straight shooter. Thank you, ex-wife. You're the best. So here on Pumpy, we're talking about it here. And I say, 4-hour candle needs to close above this. Happy face. Breaks below this zone. Sad face. What happens? Boom. Breaks below. Not good. Aggressive entry here. If it does this, close it. Even though it may bounce in this box, we can just enter it as it breaks out. Don't do it. Not financial advice, of course. Same thing here. This is what we want to look for, the 1 hour time frame. Here, I don't know what's going to happen. But here, I'm not thinking we're going to go, this is if we go up. But I'm thinking, good chance we may come down. Sure enough, came down. We want to enter the break of a high. But if it shoots straight up, we don't want to enter. So there are rules to my trading. And sure enough, keeps on coming down. So if we come up, This is, and same thing here. Like we could do this number, we break the low, no good. So now let's do our magnet tool. Let's go to the horizontal ray. I like using the horizontal ray because it shows you exactly where I was looking. This is the level. 0.0004055. This is when we would want to enter. We don't want to enter right now because we could continue going down. This is where we want to enter. So just be very careful. All right, let us look at crypto. Let us look at Bitcoin. So this is what I was alluding to in reference to, it's looking bearish, but it's also looking bullish. And the reason is because we have bullish divergence. Let's go. Moon mission. We have a low, a lower low. We have a low and possibly a higher low. This is possible bullish divergence. The reason it's possible is because the price can continue coming down. If it breaks below this low, no more divergence. So this is possible bullish divergence. And right now we just started seeing a green candle. It was right at the beginning of the show. Now here's another thing we want to look at when the price was here. I'm thinking more than likely we might go up. Once again, I don't know. There's a lot of traders out there. Oh, I know. It broke above this moving average and I know, and I'm the best. And I'm so humble and I'm the best. Okay. I don't know. But this is my plan A. I think we're going to go up versus coming down to go up, which is still good. And then, of course, my plan C. But what do we do in the show? Moon mission. Then because it pumped so hard, took it back. About 78%. About. Then it started coming up. So what we're looking for is this is our pivot point. I talk about this all the time. It's our pivot point. And we want to see it break above this to break above this. We don't want to see it break below this. We break below this, good chance we're coming for this, and good chance we're taking all of this liquidity or some of it. And you'll see, I think it's so funny. If the price would have rolled over here, the liquidity traders will be screaming from the mountaintops. Look, guys, it took the liquidity. That's why we trade blah, blah, blah. No, we don't. We trade level by level. Like we don't. If it breaks this, good chance it's going to come for this. Doesn't mean that it will, just means that it might. So sure enough, we attack this, great. And now it's kind of rolling over, which is fine. What we do not want to see is we don't want to start seeing the breaks of these. That would be a no-go. All right, so let us go ahead and, Joe, don't say your code again. Man, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Okay. So here's the thing that and I mentioned this in the VIP group. Again, I'm always updating them when the posts need to be updated. I don't post like 20, 40 times a day just to have engagement in the group. No, if there's nothing new, then I don't post in there. You know, I have some admins that may post, an update on Bitcoin or the dominance of USDT or just whatever. But we're not a group that just posts just random stuff. Now here, this is what I mentioned in the audio clip earlier today, where I'm saying traders may see a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. Now, granted, this to me is the ugliest pattern, but traders don't care. They'll see, oh, look, Joe, don't you see a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder? No, man, stop forcing it. Please stop forcing it. There's traders out there that have YouTube channels and they're teaching and they're teaching that crap. I'll call it out for what it is. It's crap, Anyway, so what we don't want to do is we do not want to break below this. Yep, make it a zone. We don't want to break below this. Let's put this to a 1. And that's all we want to do. Why? If we break below this, really strong chance will come for this, and then we'll probably lose momentum, even though we have a bounce zone here that we did, kind of bounce out of. We may break below that, and then now we're looking at these trend lines. They're not spider lines. They're not blood lines. They're power lines. That's right. The tipple. Trade intuition power lines. I just need to sell y'all something now. Joe, you talk so much trash about everybody. No, not really. I'm just letting you know what other traders do, so you can kind of be forewarned, I guess. But here, we don't want to break below this. What is the level we do not want to break below? And let's change this one to Bitcoin Orange, 109,164. Break below that, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Because then what could potentially happen is something like this, where we go and we attack this. Shoot, man. Maybe even to here. Maybe to this. I'm always looking to the left. So my drawings are never random. And this is why sometimes, man, they are spot on. But then sometimes they're way off. To come up to maybe here, to let's go here, candle closes. To come down, maybe go in here for a little bit before coming down. So let's put this in white. Let's do this in 2. So that's one thing that I'm looking at. If we get a bounce, now for me, like there's traders that do higher risk, and I don't do higher risk right now, not right now anyway. But there are traders that will see this and, oh yeah, like I'm gonna enter right now. You don't want to enter when it breaks up here. You want to enter down here. Not for me, because it's higher risk and it may just roll over. But for me, if I'm gonna trade this, I'm gonna wait for this. I'm gonna wait for this right here. This is when I would enter. Because what it's doing, it's showing momentum, it's showing strength. Here's a resistance level. Look, resistance, 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 blah, blah, blah. Then possible resistance for breakout. Once we break out, the candle closes above this, preferably the 1 hour candle. Close above this level, 111,293 or 298. And we can just call this 111,300. 111,300. If the 1 hour candle breaks above it, then, you know, I'll be bullish for this short term. And I'm very bullish if we zoom out. I'm very bullish once we break above this. And this level, let's change this color. Joe, you have too many colors. 119,400. We break 119,400, then I get bullish. Because now there's a really strong chance we're going to make a higher high. And then, man, it'd be so great if we broke out of this trend line or this zone. So that's my thought process. All right. I see here, Chris says, Joe definitely knows about giver's gain for sure. If it feels really good to give, and even if you don't have money or you don't have a service, if you see your neighbor's yard getting kind of, you know, overgrown, and you know they're elderly or they don't have a lawnmower or what have you, go over there and, hey, you mind if I cut your yard? You know, for free? Or maybe charge $5 for the gas. You know, don't charge this $45. Charge $5. You're still doing a good deed, and maybe $5 is okay in their budget. You know, they probably can't afford $45. So give you a heads up. All right. Chris says, Joe has our backs for sure. Yeah, I do. I want everybody to make money. This is why I show you how to trade here, and I don't bamboozle you and say, oh yeah, join my group. I'll show you how to trade. And then I post like 40 charts. Well, 10 charts a day, that's 70 a week. It's too many. It's too many. Speaking about that, this was one chart that we posted, I believe, for the week. For 7 days, I think. And look at that. It went up even more. Sometimes we get these and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we get them, sometimes we don't. So we have a runner, you know, these are just 50%. I was saying take profit here last night this morning at 1 a.m. just because we're getting really close. And then I'm thinking because of, you know, just news that we may roll over. So we took some more profits here, even though we're really close to our target, but then our target hit. And now because we have a runner, well, it would be 2x for the traders. I do a little bit more leverage. Right now I'm at 320. Let's go. Let's go. This one I also put in the group. I notified them right here about this. I had somebody ask me in a DM in reference to order. I said, well, it's a 67 million market cap. They can move very fast up or down. It's a DEX. It's a DeFi. It's layer 2. They did have a token burn on the 23rd. So it was yesterday that I posted this. They did have a token burn. I think possibly come up, down, and then maybe continuing up. Sometimes with token burns, price goes up. And especially because it's low market cap. Now, did we take this? I mean, some of the traders in the group may have. I didn't. Too risky. And I even put that on the chat too, in the VIP. Too risky. Not going to do that. You could if you wanted to. I'm giving you the setup. Breaks this level, you can enter the trade, depending on what time frame you want to do. But I'm very cautious. I'm a cautious trader. Let's see what else. So here is BAT. I'm gonna show you some stuff in the VIP. Here's BAT. This one we did not. I did not post this in official trade setup. This was just in the chat. This, guys, this is what I'm looking at. Was this in the chat or was this? Because normally I don't do low, higher, low. I think somebody asked about this in a Discord. And I did this, but I also shared it in the VIP group because I normally don't put low, higher, low. This is more than likely like for a Discord because they may not know this stuff. I said, I'm using the anchored VWAPs. Here's a low. Here's a potential higher low. It was up here. And this is an aggressive entry. I explained all this. Yellow equals aggressive. White is safer. I'm looking for it to come up to here, maybe get rejected off of the anchored VWAPs to come down, test the 0.5, come back up. And then once it breaks this level, we could enter. Here would have been the stop loss. Here would have been the target. But this was not an official trade, just to let you know. Now let's go to DOT. I'm liking DOT. Here I'm thinking we may get rejected here. What happened? Boom. Bingo bangos. Bingo and bangos on this. And then sure enough came down. But I am liking that just for a trade. Look at all this right here. This right here. Oh my gosh. This looks so sexy. Let me just do a box. Let's do our box from here to here. That is a sexy looking box right there. Let's do green. Make it like this. Boom. All this right here is target. All that, man. Low volume node. How do I know this? Well, it dumped. There's no ups and downs. Not only that, but look at this. Rejection. Or support. Rejection. This area right here is this where the money is right here. Doesn't mean that it will go up. No. Chances are that it will though. Just because, well, we're very close to that range. To the everything goes up portion for like a month. Hopefully 2 months. Who knows though? Who knows? All right. Let's see here. So AVAX, this one right here was just teaching. I was just teaching. When the price was here, did I think we were going to come up? No, I thought we were going to come down. To come up, get rejected here in our little zone. That's why these zones are important. To come down and then eventually, maybe come down. I don't know. But this right here is our decision point. What happens? Well, let's zoom in. We came up to this area. This right, oh my gosh, I didn't see this. See how it kind of slowed down right here? This is our decision point. So once again, I draw all this stuff out prior to the price action. And then our decision point, now I'm able to do all this due to the thousands and thousands of hours of backtesting. In addition to that, the thousands and thousands of hours of just seeing what might happen. Now, granted, I don't base my trades. There's one trader. I feel so sad for him. I really do. And I just watch him. He has like maybe 4 people, maybe 6 people in there. And so what I like to do is I like supporting traders. I really do. And especially if you have 4 people, I want to be one of the 4. And there's other trade. I don't talk in there too much now. There was another trader in there last night saying, hey man, like you're doing everything in hindsight. Like show us like right now, like all these, 14 rules that you have that you would have entered that trade because For example, is this, I don't even know. Sure. You know, he'll do something like this. Oh man, this is great. Look, it had the ABC 123 level 22 model and 2022. And like, this is a risk reward and it would have hit. Man, this is amazing. And he's getting all psyched about this. It's like, dude, like you literally gave like 14 different rules that had to apply to get this, but you're only saying those rules because it happened. That's what I'm trying to show this guy. Like, you're only looking for those rules because you see the results. Do those rules prior to the result and then see if it plays out. But the dude, he keeps on, he's visually upset and he actually verbalizes, oh man, I'm getting frustrated right now. I gotta go walk. And he'll go walk. And I was like, dude, I'm not trying to get you frustrated, man. I'm just trying to show you, no, you have to back test. Like the back testing, do you want to be a good trader? Do you want to be a great trader? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, man, like I'm trying, why are you trying to help me? Dude, like I see what you're doing and I commend you for it. You know, you're literally spending 2 hours and I watch it for 2 hours. There's been 2 hours showing you how you could have made money, what you should have done, what you could have been looking for, as opposed to this. Okay, now let's go to our stuff. Oh, okay. Now I'm not liking it. It needs to bounce right now. Needs to bounce. So if we would have had our first one, if at around 6%, our first target would have hit. And then we would have moved up our stop loss, then we would have stopped down. However, we did not have our first target at 6%. Instead, we had it at 12. So now we're at the mercy of price action. Right now, it needs to bounce. If it doesn't bounce, we will get stopped out. And I'm doing a 5x leverage. So I'm at a loss. Let us see. Aster. Ooh, 10%. I'm at 10% loss. So again, I show the wins, I show the losses. Oh no. Put it down here. Oh no. But here, if this was for the group, and I saw it go here, come out, go here, come down, go here, and then break this level, I would have updated the group. Guys, take some profit right now. Take some profit. Let's move up our stop loss about here. If it breaks below this, we just enter it again. And then sure enough, we would have been stopped out. We would have taken a little bit of profit here, and then we would have been out of the trade. But since this was not for the VIP group, this is the first time I looked at it since yesterday. Let's see here. What's this one doing? Oh, we're going to get stopped out. So here, again, risky trade. I don't like this one. Joe, you're making excuses. No, I mentioned it at the beginning. We entered it here. Went up, down, lower, low. Okay, that's fine. We need to break this. We did. Awesome. We don't want to break this. We break this, we're in trouble. We're in big trouble. Now, if I was looking at this, but Joe, you have money in it. It's very little. And I want to stay in the trade for people who are on YouTube. Because I see this, what I want to do now is I want to move my stop loss underneath it. About here. And I've been stopped out. So I could have, if this was for the VIP, we would have been stopped out 2%. And then whatever this leverage is, 3x leverage, so 6%. And just to show you I'm still in it, I'm still in it. And we'll get stopped out. And there's a really high chance, and we might get stopped out right now. There's a really high chance we'll get stopped out. Very high. Like the chance right now of getting stopped out is like 98%. It's okay. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. Has anyone seen Meet Damien's inverse head and shoulders on XRP? No. What time frame was that? What time frame? Let us look at XRP. Let's see, YouTube. And let's go XRP. XRP. Oh my gosh. Please don't tell me he did this. Please tell me he does a shoulder, a head, a shoulder. I know who, if you do this, OMG, like you are so forcing the trade. This is a definite, what the F are you doing? Please don't, please tell me you didn't do that. The same thing with this. Here's our shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. No, please. So this is a no too. There was a time where when I was first starting out and I would type in inverse head and shoulders pattern, and I would get a lot of charts that said inverse head and shoulders, and they were decent inverse head and shoulders. And then somebody in the YouTube, when I'm streaming, they said, yeah, don't you see for example, this? I'm like, where? And then they say this part right here. I draw this like, oh man. I said, look, just do this. And I typed in inverse head and shoulders patterns, and there was so many disgusting charts. It was nuts. I had to literally scroll through, I don't know, 60 charts before I found a decent head and shoulders. All the rest were trash. And I'm thinking, wow, like these traders, man, I feel sorry. That day I felt so sorry for all that. I was like, man, this is not an inverse head and shoulders. Don't force something. Matter of fact, T-Square on the Blockchain Brew, he does stuff like this. And I called him out on it too. Like, especially if I'm on your stream, I will call you out. You know, just because I'm on your stream, that doesn't say I'm not going to call you out. And I'm like, dude, his was even worse. His was like this. Oh, don't you see that inverse head and shoulders? A shoulder, a head, a shoulder. But, you know, the head was a little bit longer. I was like, oh my gosh, please tell me you're playing. And I told him on that live stream, I don't know if he'll have me on again, but I told him on the live stream, I said, dude, please. I said, people love me because I tell the truth. But there are traders that hate me or don't like me because I tell the truth. I said, you are literally forcing this. Oh, it was on one of his shorts. Okay. It's like, you are literally forcing this. Don't force it. Man, it's so sad. These traders, man. All right, moving on. Uh-oh, what did I do? Let's go forward. All right, so for XRP, since we're looking at it, or the lower entry did hit, but let's go and hide all this. Get out of here, everything. We don't want you anymore. Hide. Boom. Done. Okay. Oh, wrong one. So let's go to a daily. It's so funny too with traders. Yeah, this was so easy to see. Whatever. But no, man. Like you, not. Hopefully, people who watch me don't see this. But traders, look, we have a flag, and then it keeps on extending. Oh, we have a flag, and it keeps on extending. Oh, we have a flag. No, how long is your flag? No, this is no longer a flag. It becomes invalid, in my opinion, once it breaks or crosses this level. Here, flag, sure, I entertain the thought. But once it does this, now it is a falling wedge or a falling channel. It is no longer. Ooh, my blood pressure. Joe, calm down. But yeah. So what am I looking at right now? Okay. Let us look right here. I like it. Y'all see that? This is how you trade, guys. There's a level right there. Man, I can't make this stuff up. I wish, man, if there's a song, if I could turn back time, I don't know who sings it or how the song goes, but if I could turn back time, I would pray to God that I would find somebody like me to show you how to trade versus making it super complicated versus, charging, $1,500 or $2,500 for a year to learn how to trade. And then you get like 30, 40 videos that are 12, 15 minutes long that have maybe 4 minutes worth of content. And then to end up making matters worse, they post 10, 15 charts a day. And then I'm missing out on all these great results that they're showing on YouTube to trick new traders to come in. Man, I wish that I would have found somebody like me. Now, do I win all of my trades? Nope, I sure don't. But I'd show you how to trade. Oh, man. Here, would I enter? No. Why? We're into this box. Could we enter? Sure, of course. Higher risk. You could potentially make 20% more, and let's call it 15. Call it 16%. You can call you would make 16% more than me. If you had leverage, awesome. However, I do not want, especially XRP. If it was another coin, maybe. But I don't want to do this. Boom. That's when we short. I would rather do this. This is when I'd enter. So instead of waiting several days for this to potentially work against me, I just wait several days. My alert goes off. If I'm going to trade this, I'd have my alert right here at oh, no. Calm down. There. I'd have my alert at 2 point. I think that's so funny. I don't like those numbers, but 2.8770. That's where I have my alert. Yes, you made 16% more than me, but I waited less than you to make gains because this could potentially happen, and then maybe you get a moon mission. Yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, I just read some of the comments. Let's see here. Holy smokes! Hey, Crypto Coin Mindset's in the chat. So for anybody who's been living under a rock lately, definitely join us tonight. Crypto Coin Mindset. This is going to be the Crypto on the Rocks portion. It's a very special episode tonight, and it's tonight, right? I believe it is. It's tonight, and it's gonna be amazing. So if any admins can put the link to that in the chat, I'd appreciate it. But it's gonna be amazing. You do not want to miss it. And if you like giveaways, well, guess what? There's a little birdie told me that there might be some giveaways. So give me a tip. Let's see here. David says, decent run last night and early this morning. Yeah, very true. Nice gains on, oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you. Yeah. And Crypto Change Me, killer trades as well. Killer trades. Sorry I'm late. Oh man, I'm just happy you're here. Thank you for smashing the like. Thank you for everything, really. So just let you know. See here, Rick says, yeah, patterns. Only traders tend to cross-side themselves to justify their, man, it's so, and then on top of that, there's a bullish pattern, but then they see a bearish pattern inside that, but then they see a bullish pattern inside that, and then they say, it could go up or down, and then they don't say which way they're leaning towards, but if it does go up, well, they're right, but if it goes down, well, then they're right, but if it goes up and they get stopped out, or if it goes up and it starts coming down, well, then they start double talking. They're like, yeah, this one, I don't like trading on Mondays, manic Mondays, and Tuesdays, it's terrible Tuesdays. I don't like trading on Tuesdays. Wednesdays, it's wacky Wednesday, and I don't like trading on Wednesday. And Thursdays, it's, what's another T? Terrifying Thursdays. And then Fridays, well, it's Freaky Friday, so everything's freaky. And then Saturday, and it's the weekend. It's like, when do you trade? Yeah, that's crazy. Yep, and it sucks when it works out. Yeah. Oh, so I just uploaded a bunch of, I uploaded like 3 songs. So give y'all a heads up. It's you can just go to, let me show you. I update some songs. Oh no, they're not right here. But anywhere you can listen to music, just type in Trade Intuition, Amazon or whatever. I put the songs that I uploaded today. Market Makers, Make It Bounce. The Genius Phase. Trade Like a Pro. Don't Marry That Coin, or Don't Marry the Coin. And The Power of FOMO. I uploaded 5 songs today. So I'll give you a heads up. I have more songs but I'll upload those probably like one a day or one every other day. Let's see. Hello, Casper says, Crypto Change Me, are you watching Clash? Easy on the blood pressure. I'm the guy who's supposed to pop that. Yes, very true. Very true. My blood pressure was outstanding until 10:10. There you go. There you go. David says, biblically, John 10:10 is not a coincidence. It's a fact. 10:10. The thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. I need to start reading the Bible. I had Bibles. Man, there was one of my favorite Bibles. It was nice leather. I don't remember if I bought it for myself or my wife at the time bought it for me, but it was really nice. It was the leather cover, the whole nine. Spent some nice money on it. I've been thinking about maybe going to like a bookstore or maybe just Amazon and buying a Bible. I don't know where my Bibles are. I used to have, I think at one time I had like 6, 5, and throughout the years, throughout all the moves, I don't know what happened to them. I can't even think if I even had a Bible in my last place, because when I moved, I don't remember putting a Bible unless it's in a box that I never opened. I don't know. Yep, tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. Yes, we're gonna do Crypto on the Rocks, and it's gonna be amazing, guys. Giveaways upon giveaways. It's gonna be crazy. David says, professional lurking mode here. Hey, it's all good. Crypto on the Rocks. There you go. There you go. Make sure to get there, guys. Tell people about it. You know, the more people we have, the more unlocks for the giveaways. So if there's only 4 people in there, don't be like, oh, I'm not going to tell anybody about it because I'm going to win everything. No, the more people we have in there, the more likes we have, the more engagement we have, the more unlocks we get. So just give you a heads up, share it out, increase your chance. Let's see here. David says, I'll get there if I can. Busy evening from 3 on. Okay, well, hopefully you do, man. Hopefully you do. Zen says, hey, Joe, stop in to say hi, hello, and tickle the like. You know what? Thank you. I don't have my Stream Deck. I rebooted my computer. My Stream Deck doesn't turn on now. But I do thank you very much. And you, Zen, get this. You're the best. You're my favorite. You're my favorite. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. See here. Taco Tuesday is all I care about. Man, I haven't had some tacos in a long time. I haven't had menudo in a long time. I went to the next town over the other day. Story time. Went to the next town the other day and went to a Mexican restaurant. And I was like, you know what? I haven't had menudo in forever. But they only serve it on the weekends. So I was like, dang it. But I'm still waiting to find a Mexican restaurant that has homemade tortillas. I want to see a little abuelita in the back, you know, little fat old lady. She's somebody's grandma, and she's got the rolling pin, and she's rolling, and she got all the flour on her. She got a little apron, little fat little grandma, and maybe like 85 years old. And man, that's what I want. I've yet to find it. Not here in Georgia. In San Antonio? Ooh, man. I don't think I've ever been to a restaurant that didn't have homemade tortillas. Need to put all those grandmas over here to Georgia. They make a killing. I'm sure of it. Let's see here. Yeah. We got Crypto Change Me for the win. For the win. It's funny too, man. It's funny. That's what happens. And sometimes we do cheers and everybody does the cheers and it's crazy. It's funny. Let's see here. Going down the list. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely, my friend. Woo woo. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see here. Wes says, let's give Joe a lot of coins so he can stay for 8 hours. Hey, you know what? If I don't want to be motivated by that. I was gonna say, if we do a stream, like it'll be all right, guys. You know, need some more donations. Put some more quarters in the jukebox, and we keep on going. But I don't know if I want that. Story time. Yes. Zen knows. I love menudo, man. I miss it. I've gotten so desperate that I've actually been thinking about getting a company in San Antonio, or just somebody buying the food for me, shipping it over here, you know, overnight. I don't even care. Pay $40 or whatever to overnight it. And that way, but I would do like a good order. Maybe it'd be like $80 shipping due to the weight. But man, I'm really thinking about doing that. Like really thinking about it. Oh yeah, definitely. Let's see here. Yeah, I do it with hominy. Pig feet, I would never do it. But then one time somebody put it in there when I asked them not to. And man, that meat, oh my gosh, it is to die for. However, if they ask me, I'll say no. I'll say sin patas. No patas. Sin. Sin means no. But if they don't ask me and it's already in there, well, you know, it's already there. Yeah. See, Zinzin says, I learned how to make copycat recipes of mixing food I miss from California. Oh, nice. Let's see here. Any coins, guys? Any coins y'all want to do? Oh, we're already out of time. Holy smokes. I didn't realize that. We'll do one. If anybody wants one, the first one, we'll do that one. Anything else after that, we'll do donations if you want. If not, we can just wait for the next one. But yeah. Sin patas. Yeah, sin means without. That's right. Yeah. But yeah, so like, as far as Meet Damien, for him, you know, he does certain things, or just any trader, really, any trader, they'll do certain things that I completely don't agree with. And they'll also do stuff that I do agree with. But one of the biggest things that I would literally harp Meet Damien is when he would do his fib levels. It's like, dude, like, why are you doing it like that? Now, there are other traders that do the same thing, and I'm guessing he copied it from them. But let's just say this. Oh my gosh, start new. Let's just say this. He's looking for this, and he's going to do a fib retracement. He'll do, I don't know if he'd use the magnet tool, but he'll go from the top to the bottom. He'll do this. And he'll say that, and this is a horrible example. And let's just say the price came down in here. And he'll say that the price action retraced to the 236. In a sense, it is correct. However, it's incorrect. It is correct because that's where the level is. However, it's incorrect because these numbers, they stand for something. These numbers are percentages. So by him saying that it pulled back to 236, it's not correct in the sense of it didn't pull back 23%. It pulled back 78%. So if we delete this and we put it the correct way from bottom to top, we can see that it pulled back 78%. And this is way different than what he says. And I actually got on a call with him, talked to him for like an hour, and he understands how to do it correctly. It's just that that's how he always does it. And he just assumes that the traders that are watching him understand that. For me, I don't assume anything. So I show you the direction I'm pulling it, in addition to why I pulled it that way. And then if I pull it the other way, I explain why. But yeah. But yep, that's what I do. Let's see here. All right, so no more questions, no more, well, not saying don't do it, but since I have not received any more questions or any more things, chart requests or anything like that, that's going to be the end of the show. I do thank you very much. Let me see if anybody's streaming. Yeah, man, I made a mistake that one day. I actually put it to somebody that I was trying to do it for infinite something. I forgot, but I did it to another infinite. And man, as soon as we went there, he was shilling an MLM and he kept on talking about it. And it's like, dude, like read your chat. Let's see, we got Jason on. He doesn't know me, but let's see who else. I guess we can do Jason Casper. And if you could do me a humongous favor, he does not know me as T.I. Joe or Tracer Joe or anything like that. Please say Trade Intuition Raid. And not only that, but he is my inspiration, or was my inspiration, to get a stand-up desk and a treadmill so that I could be moving instead of just sitting down all day long. And I've been doing that for about a month now, I guess. You know, since I've been over here, did the stand-up desk, did the treadmill, doing that every single day, get my steps in. And I haven't done it today, but I'm going to do it, you know, probably about an hour. I got to eat. I'm kind of hungry. I haven't had food yet. But I'll do that. I'll eat, then rest for about an hour, I guess, and then get on that treadmill. But he's my inspiration. So let him know, you know, Trade Intuition Raid. All right, guys, that's all I got. I do thank you very much. We'll see you over there, and I appreciate you guys greatly. Take care. Do not let this discourage you. I could be trading with $1, 10 cents, 50 cents, whatever. Don't let this discourage you. Like for me, I don't care about these numbers. YouTube and X, they care about that. I don't care. I just want to have this green. I don't even care if it's 1% or 5%. You know, so if you're in the VIP, you know, and you have a 10% winner, I would rather see a 10% winner with 2x leverage than a 10% winner with 80x leverage. I mean, the risk isn't correct. So again, if you're in the VIP group and you're getting 5%, 10%, you're taking profit, that's what I want to see. All right, that's all I got. I do thank you guys very much. See you in the next video. Until then, as always, let's make this money. Take care.